Hey, people! Sneaky here. This is Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9003, episode 71. And we got Atin, we got Max Force, and we got Gray lurking on in the back. And we got some fanfiction for you tonight. So, tonight we are gonna start right off with a Pokemon fanfiction, because fuck it, why not? If I can find it again, what the fuck? Where'd it go? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh god. Oh no. What the fuck?
What monstrosity did you find?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Gray is so loud.
Alright, let me just bring that on over and we can get right on into it. So, this is Time Heals All Pain, which is a bastardization of Time Heals All Wounds. Because while time may heal wounds, it does not heal pain.
It does quite the opposite.
This is a cringy summary. Oh yeah, it is. Also, before we even get started on the summary, I do want to point out the profile picture.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Is that the story? Yeah, that's the story's picture. Okay, I was curious if that was the author's.
It's a flat-chested Gardevoir wearing a skirt with garters, wielding a European sword.
I don't know any European swords that end in a hook.
What?
Take a look at that. That's clearly a hook tip.
What the fuck is this?
It's a thing.
That's more. I believe that's Chinese.
No, there's no way that's because what you're thinking of is the more curved blade going on, the hook sword. Hook tip isn't gonna get us anywhere. More like maybe a serrated tip. No. The fuck?
So, True Sports, why do you have this?
Yeah, I'm really. I'm like, what the shit?
That's the website I like to browse sometimes. Just start sending random shit like
let's see actually if they have it, like some sort of.
Oh, someone actually or managed to find the deviant art for the sauce for this icon.
Ooh.
Jesus.
I actually. Ooh, that's a very. Ooh.
Sneaky, now is not the time to be shopping on stream.
I know.
That is nice though. Honshu makes some good looking stuff.
Yeah,
They
really
do, but that's beside the point at the moment, I think.
Look, all I'm saying is I could totally go to a. How do you think the police would react to me showing up to a protest with a dual-bladed, fixed machete sword staff spear?
He'll probably shoot you. Dead on the spot.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that thing? What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
It even breaks apart and becomes two.
Yeah, but that's
What is a fucking fanfiction character weapon?
55-inch dual-bladed fixed machete. Oh, that's not even spears. Those are just dual-handled machetes.
Yes.
Or dual-bladed
Jesus Christ.
machete.
That's impressive.
Oh,
Max,
man.
this is the sort of shit you have to worry about if we ever get the house. You just fucking look out the window one day and there's me just like screaming as I run through the yard wielding one of these, chasing after something.
The first thought's gonna be that better be his pair, not mine.
His pair.
Hmm.
Yeah, True Swords has some pretty good stuff from time to time. Just,
Also,
And
the sword
sometimes it
cane.
has some whack stuff from time to time.
it's got some real good looking stuff, and then some stuff you're like, why does this exist?
All
Well,
I'm saying is this is
good is
peak,
relative.
peak masculinity right here.
What are you, fucking Lucius Malfoy?
Yes.
Are you sure it
Oh,
isn't?
that's a kit ray sword too.
Yes.
Are you sure it isn't peak overcompensation?
No, because it's not a massive, unwieldy, horse cutter. Whatever the fuck that's called. I like this one. I like how this one's advertised. The Night Watchman Heavy Duty Self-Defense Sword Cane. Yes,
I
the-
appreciate.
the self-defense sword cane. For
Hey,
the
do they have collapsible? Hey, wait. Do they have collapsible batons?
Oh, of course, yeah, obviously, duh.
Good. I want to get me one of those. Not that they're actually. No. As long as it's not spring assisted, I should be fine.
Oh, what the fuck? The
Taser cane.
The taser cane with flashlight.
How is that supposed to fool anyone?
Fucking just
It's-
pull some Star
it's
Wars
not-
shit out here. Just
It's not
Yeah.
spin
supposed to, I
cane
don't
around. Traitor.
No, Sneaky, you got it. This is a cane. It's a gentleman's weapon. You have to adopt a Count Dooku tone of voice while you use it on them.
Of course, yes.
Surely you can do better.
You know, I literally can't buy this because it can only be adjusted up to 36 inches. I tend to need something a little. I need something a little bit taller than 3 foot.
Oh, wow. This cannot ship to the following states: Massachusetts, Michigan, Hawaii, New Jersey, New York, Rhode Island, Wisconsin, and PA.
I can buy it.
guess it's time for you to move to Georgia,
course.
Sneaky, because we can get just about anything shipped here.
I mean, or I could go to South Dakota. I'm just saying, I don't think
Yeah.
South Dakota's got
Let's
any.
go.
Either or.
Oh, God. Like, going on here is always a fucking trip because it's like you'll have like absolute garbage swords, like the fucking absolute garbage of
Pink fucking
What is it?
katana.
this thing, like, if you've ever actually seen it, like, it looks sort of okay, but if you've ever seen it, like, if you actually ever get one, I did, it looks like garbage. It looks like cheap
Of course.
garbage. But then
Mistake, it's the Mask of Steel.
it's being sold right next to shit like this, which is not garbage. It's just like, okay.
Fucking Spartan sword.
Battle ready knight sword. Okay. Oh, God. Anyway. Back to this
No, let's keep shopping swords.
question mark of a story.
What the that's disgusting.
Woo! Oh. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, I'm awake now. Holy shit. In a boarding school where Pokemon and humans stay together,
Oh God, eject.
Aiden has been comfortably thriving. He has amazing grades, was on a sports team. Ah, yes, that good old sports ball. And
I
even,
hate the sports ball!
and even had a girlfriend. Even? Honestly, that should be like the easiest one of those three.
I was gonna say, if he's on a sports team, getting one should not be an accomplishment.
Until one day, he met a Gardevoir. A Gardevoir that he had dated 3 years ago, which has just transferred to his school.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, please make it stop.
Together, they must learn to leave the past and re-become friends with benefits.
Ah, yes. Bestiality. My favorite genre.
Romance, hurt, comfort.
Exactly. You're gonna
This-
romance a
Agreed.
fucking animal.
This kind of shit is the kind of thing that makes me feel like I can never use, like, Gardevoir is a useful Pokemon, but I can never touch it because of
Yeah,
people.
it's become a fetish Pokemon, basically.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean,
oh,
look at the characters. It's a fucking Gardevoir, Lopunny, and Braixen. Like, oh yes,
Yeah, it's literally
all
harem.
like women Pokemon. Oh yes, I want to fuck this animal. Great.
Also,
it's like,
so,
could I? No, I mean, here's the thing, right? At least Lopunny isn't that useful, right? Gardevoir's like one of the best psychic types.
Lopunny's a fighting normal. That's
Fighting
useful as
normal?
hell.
Wait, since
Yeah,
when?
but I can get other really good fighting normals.
I suppose.
Mhm.
Like, there are other fighting normals that can do Lopunny's job about as well, but like Gardevoir still stands out as one of the best psychics.
Gardevoir actually has the highest special attack stat in the game.
Yeah, like, that's my point.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going for like a glass cannon, you literally cannot do better than Gardevoir.
It's also hilarious because Gardevoir can learn every single move of every single typing, except for the final moves of every type.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Gardevoir is amazing. I love it.
I like Gardevoir too. Too bad I'm not allowed to. Too bad every time I used it, I get weird sideways looks from people who are like, "Are you one of those people?" It's like, God,
I have never
no.
gotten a sideways look from anyone about that, so I don't know what that says
That's
about
because
me or the
you're-
people. Or you.
Yeah.
I don't know,
it's
Atin,
because you
yeah,
give
I,
them
don't
a
know,
sideways
I
look.
gotta say though, I mean, Atin, you do look a bit like a creep, so, you know, it might be a genuine assumption from some people.
I mean, are they that far off though?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Says the guy
That's
who
what-
owns a body pillow.
Of
his
you.
friend.
That wasn't sent
that's
to
kind
him,
of creepy.
that
Hmm.
he didn't pay for and was sent to him, and he keeps shoved in the deepest recesses of his closet.
Ah, but you
Hmm.
kept it.
Yes.
Can't seriously at this point, why haven't you just stripped the pillowcase off and just replaced it with like a solid black or gray or something? You can get
'Cause
those
I
on
don't-
Amazon for like $10.
Mostly because I don't use it, and it is still a funny gag gift.
That's fair enough. But anyway, so this story already, I have issues with this story. Like beyond the concept, beyond everything that's wrong with this story, I already have issues with how this story is set up because it's a boarding school, right? So we all have a general idea of how boarding schools operate, right?
Thanks, Harry
Especially
Potter.
with how boarding schools operate in, say, student placement for housing and how they segregate them. Cough by gender. Cough.
Cough by race. Cough.
I mean, actually,
I mean, in a Pokemon school,
yeah,
it would
I
make
was
sense
gonna
to race
say
segregate.
actually that'd be kind of probably a good idea to not put like
yeah.
certain species of Pokemon with other certain species of Pokemon, as some of them
Hey,
really
guys.
don't like each other.
Hey guys,
Imagine that.
let's make sure that the water type and the fire type have to share a room.
Let's make the fire
best-
type and grass type always share a room. Yeah, I'm sure nothing will go
Yeah.
wrong.
Of course.
But
Sounds like a
anyway,
great
so
idea.
yes, so his roommate's a girl, at the boarding school.
I would say
No
So,
boarding school ever.
I would say, listen,
Yeah.
from my time at an incredibly liberal college, the only time co-ed was allowed was when it there was co-ed by floor, sure.
Oh yeah, by
but
floor.
the
Yeah.
But the only time that a guy and a girl ever ended up in the same room together was if they requested it.
Yeah.
And you had to specifically request, right? There wasn't an option on the form, yeah, just throw any random guy / girl into my room. No.
Right. Yeah, it was a specific request, and they also usually set certain boundaries of what you can and cannot get away with when sharing the room.
Understandable.
But it gets worse. His
always does.
roommate is several grades lower than him.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so I'm
That's
just...
interesting.
So they're a different species, different sex, several grades lower than them. The three things that a boarding school would segregate students by.
This is a hard no.
Yeah, sounds like a good solution to a certain problem.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Wait, what? What kind of?
Use your words.
What is this guy's understanding of a boarding school? What the fuck? It gets
That's
worse.
a very good question.
Hogwarts?
So he gets out of bed.
Yo, Hogwarts doesn't allow casual fucking the last time I checked, my dude.
No,
Depends on the fan fiction.
Anyway, so unable to
The
remember what I did
actual
yesterday. Unable to remember what I did yesterday, I dragged myself into the kitchen. Good morning, Aiden. Good morning. Tired. Yep. She said as she flipped over a pancake. My roommate was a Braxian. She was extremely intelligent despite being several grades lower than me. And we both went to a boarding school, and I ended up as a student there.
As opposed to ending up as a
Wait,
Wait.
what?
What?
Alright, so listen to this guy try and square the circle. We went to a boarding school, and I ended up with this student rather than my girlfriend because we had an age gap. He says about the roommate who he has an age gap with.
a significant age gap with.
I'm not with my girlfriend because of an
Sneaky.
age gap, so they assigned me this student who I have an age gap with.
Sneaky, the next fucking sentence makes even less sense.
They try to prevent relationships between students by placing them by age and gender, so they place the student that is younger than me and female. Wait, what?
Logic.
It doesn't exist.
So he knows that boarding schools segregate by age and gender, but then has them not do it to him anyway, even though he says they intentionally segregated him to prevent him from being with his girlfriend who is younger than him by assigning him a girl that is younger than him.
Got me thinking, bro.
What?
That's some fucking grade A brain moment.
What the fuck? Here you go, she said. She placed a plate in front of me. This looks really good, I said, feeling myself gaining consciousness.
I can feel consciousness returning.
Wait, you used the stove again? I already explained to you that we are saving on electricity. Plus, I used Ember to get the gas stove to turn on.
Yeah! Oh!
That sounds like a terrible idea.
That. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have identified the worst idea to date.
What?
Sneaky.exe is malfunctioning.
He'll work it out eventually. He's stuck in a loop.
They have 2 stoves?
Apparently.
Yeah.
What? They
Maybe
have
it's
2...
like a microwave thing?
No, they have 2 stoves. Because the guy is saying, wait, did you use the stove? And she goes, yeah, I used the stove, but I'm saving on electricity. I used the gas stove instead of the electric one.
Nani?
Got me thinking, bro.
And I'm like,
I mean,
wait.
like, if you were
First off, gas costs, depending on your area, of course, tends to be more money than electricity.
Generally speaking.
yeah.
So we're gonna save on money by using the more expensive option.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Because
to
now,
me.
keep in mind another thing that the reason why this could be cheaper, wouldn't be cheaper, is that electric stoves, to those who are unaware, turn electricity.
Suck ass.
Well, yes, they do, but they turn electricity into heat by running it through a specific coil, basically. And
Yep.
energy to heat is the only energy conversion in existence where you don't lose any of the energy being converted because it gets converted to heat.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, of course, obviously the elements radiating heat, and you're losing energy from that, and you have to heat it up because it is electric, so you have to run the current for a while, and there's other things that go into it, but unlike literally every other conversion of energy to light to fucking making your computer run and shit like that, all that outputs heat, but you're turning energy into heat directly now. So first off, they own 2 stoves, but they're concerned about their budget. I don't know anyone who owns 2 stoves and still goes, oh man, I gotta watch the budget. Second off, what kind of fucking boarding school are they going to that they're issued multiple stoves in their room at a school?
I mean, okay.
So they're at a boarding school that's like,
in
yeah,
their
we can
defense-
totally leave these, like, not even teenagers alone with multiple Man,
I mean,
my college boarded up a
Atin,
fireplace
Atin,
because they were convinced we would burn our dorm down.
Oh, which, I mean, to be
Atin.
fair.
Okay,
This is the same fucking world that lets 10-year-olds go on an adventure with
Okay.
a fucking animal.
Yes,
Like,
I know.
you're 10,
but-
fuck off.
Okay, but my point being is that it's a school. It's not an apartment complex, It's a school, which means they have centralized dining. Like,
Or they should.
well, no.
It's a boarding school, yeah.
I mean, literally, like, I've been to multiple schools because of camps and whatnot as well. Boarding camps. Every school that hosted us for these camps had on-campus housing with centralized dining. Not a single one of those rooms, or even the dorm building itself, had any means of cooking food. The only way of cooking food was in the centralized dining room.
You guys didn't even have the microwave?
No.
Shit. We at
Damn,
least
they
had a
can't- they can't-
microwave.
Can't nuke their food. That's cringe.
But the centralized dining room was open 24/7, even if it wasn't staffed, so you could just use the microwaves.
Yeah, I would say no, because they did close it they did lock you out between lunch and between 11 and noon.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that was because they were making food, not because you weren't able to use the services.
Well, yeah, but I mean you were still locked the fuck out of it.
Right, but why would you be nuking a lunch right before lunch?
I
To
mean,
nuke it, of course.
maybe there were people who were like, I can absolutely do I can feed myself for an entire year way cheaper than paying the school. I was like, I mean, yeah, but the food here's okay.
Well, I mean that, but also, I don't know. The camps didn't give us the option, and the schools that I've been to has never given us the options of not paying for the food, for the year.
Well, yeah, but yeah, but you could be like, oh, I want there was the cheapest meal plan, which was definitely not enough to feed you for the year, and was priced in such a manner.
I'm not aware of any meal plan. As far as I was aware, even at Champlain, the only meal plans that were available were the X number of meal plans, which was only available to you if you didn't live on campus. If you did live on campus, you were required to, at least when I was living on campus, you were required to buy the full semester infinite use pass.
Which I will give them credit for that, because I looked at UVM's Champlain was like, look, you give us X amount of money, hork down as much food as your fat little freshman face can stomach.
Which, to be fair, their food was decent.
Hey, I was gonna say it would unlike many a cafeteria that I've been to, I didn't eat it and go, can I starve?
I mean, hold on.
Maybe you should have though. If you had, you wouldn't be here today.
Chicken patties, man, are the fucking creation of God himself. You know, that's all I'm saying.
I mean, listen. All I know for sure is it was Thursday. Thursdays were soft pretzel night.
Oh yeah, they were.
Wh-
I also did like
Wednesday
hot wing nights. I loved wing night. That was
Here's the thing.
great.
Wednesday was nug night and Thursday was hot pretzel night, and those were the two best days of the week.
No, dude, come on. The wings were so good.
I really I didn't like the wings. I definitely
terrible.
look. Listen, it doesn't matter how good the wings are. Soft pretzels, yo.
Well, okay, look, you're talking to someone who lived in Philadelphia.
True. You have obscene standards for soft pretzels.
I do, because the Philadelphia Pretzel Factory
It's
is
true.
again another God's gift to the world.
That's true.
Hello, I have $20. Well, that could buy you about 400 pretzels. Would you like them? Yes.
That
Wow.
seems a little excessive, but alright, you do you.
And they're
Oh.
all delicious.
Oh god, they fucking just pile them into this giant bound paper bag, and you're just like, I have to hug this to carry it.
I'll kill anyone who tries to take them from
I'll
me.
fucking
And then you
murder
walk out
anyone.
and you see everybody else has the bag and you're like, I guess no one's going to try to take these from me.
Exactly. No, like, Max, you don't understand. They literally mass-produced the tastiest soft pretzels I've ever had.
They're pretty good.
And they're like individually 15 cents each or something like that. But with each $5 you spend on buying these pretzels, they're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you 20 extra. Oh, we're giving you 50 extra. It's like, oh, you spending 25? Here's 100 extra pretzels. It's like, oh god.
Oh no.
Oh, you fucking just cover them in cinnamon. Oh, great. I'm going back to New Jersey, so I'll be able to eat all that again, and I'll probably gain like 25 fucking pounds.
Only 25?
I have a hard time gaining weight.
Understandable.
I have been I was basically the same weight my entire time at high school. I never really moved beyond a 5-pound marker. Then I got to college, and I gained more weight and got bigger.
I would say, to be fair, Champlain was like, hey, that free meal plan, that infinite meal plan of yours, 24-hour access to soda fountains.
Yes,
But that
America.
wasn't really what did it, though. That was just... I don't know,
Oh, that was what
actually.
killed me, because I was like, well, okay, first of all, they started serving burgers at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely the best
damn.
of fallbacks.
Sneaky.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
no.
we've been raided. Oh, is this where everyone has been going? They've all been fleeing to Jorp. I see how
Yeah.
it is.
Thank you, Jorp.
Thanks, Jorp.
But yeah, okay, no, but like it was great because they started serving the burgers and the hot dogs at like
Oh yeah, well,
9 o'clock. It's
Well,
like I could eat some shitty cereal and some of the worst bacon and eggs I've ever had.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's be real here. The selection of the other choices from Champlain's daily menus was pretty garbage, to be honest. And the only consistent thing on those menus was the hot dogs and hamburgers.
Which I'll give them credit for. They were consistently good.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say they were great or excellent, but they were good.
they were
The
good.
pizza was, oh man, you could tell. Like there were certain kids when they were on the pizza that day, you wanted the pizza, and there were some days you saw the pizza come out of the oven and you were like, we're giving that a pass all day.
Yeah, it was really hit and miss. But anyway, so we're talking about boarding schools, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're talking about boarding schools right now, because this fanfiction story we have here is about Pokemon, and the main character is currently going to a human and Pokemon boarding school. Now, the problem is that he's describing the boarding school residences as apartments.
Let's be real.
Really
Let's be real.
swank apartments.
They're setting these up as fuck pads.
They kind of are. But so anyway, apparently
Yeah,
all the boarding
yeah.
school kids go to apartments because they have their own full kitchen suite with 2 types of stoves available to them. But also apparently they have to pay for their own power and gas. This is a really weird school.
Yeah.
But on top of all of that, the boarding school separates by age, gender,
And you know,
and to prevent the
whether or
main
not
character,
you can breathe fire.
and to prevent the main character from being with his girlfriend at this boarding school because they have an age gap, they assigned a younger female to the main character.
Okay, maybe it. I was about to go like, maybe they're like, oh, he clearly won't fuck the Pokemon, but like he apparently
Jokes on
dated.
you.
I would say he apparently dated a Gardevoir before, so maybe
He
it's more
definitely
common
poked the
here?
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He-
no, but I'm like,
Okay, but
how
here's a theory.
common is
Okay.
it in this universe is the important
Very.
question.
Very.
I mean,
Wait,
yes.
what the fuck? Whoa, hello, what the fuck? Rewind.
What's wrong?
What?
She said, sitting across from me. You're really cute when you do that, I teased, knowing she hates it when I compliment her. She blushed while eating her pancake. Shut up, pedophile. Whoa.
She is correct.
Okay there, I laughed. You're in 8th grade and I'm a junior. The age gap isn't that big.
Oh.
Alright there, Epstein, calm down.
You're so annoying.
Where's
heading out
Sneaky?
early.
Sneaky, can we just get the Boondocks clip again? I feel like we need the
What was
Boondocks clip again.
Boondocks clip?
The one with oh my god, guy who gave pedophiles plates of cookies.
Chris
I
Hansen.
have
Yeah,
no
Chris
idea what you're
Hansen.
talking. Oh, Chris Hansen. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not playing it.
No, but like I'm just saying, like I
The
feel
guy
like that's
fucking
relevant again.
airstriked.
Yeah, irrelevant again.
Yeah,
yes.
it's relevant, but you know, he's still not gonna play it.
Thanks for doing the dishes. I'll do them tonight for dinner. Remember to lock the doors. You remember the last incident? I'll lock the damn door. Okay. Left my dorm, Lucario. School had already begun a month ago. Schoolwork was ramping up due to college applications.
What?
What?
What kind of boarding school is this? What the fuck?
It's a very good
What?
question.
This.
What? I have already started during my sophomore year. What? Writing college applications? What? This year I'll
What
be
kind
I'll be
overachieving
touching up all
hellhole?
my essays. What?
Okay, first of all,
What?
no college actually makes you write essays.
I mean, maybe Yale does. I don't know. I never applied to Yale.
Okay. Any school that isn't already elitist as hell.
Wouldn't know.
Oh yeah.
Completely
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
Look, okay,
You live
look.
in
I'm
very
gonna, I'm
common
gonna
land where
and
you get free education.
I have no room to talk here,
communist
right?
fucker.
I got into college because of two things. On my college application, I said I am autistic. Also, here's a letter of recommendation from the governor of New Jersey.
Power move. I mean, if it works, it works.
I was like, you know what? This should probably get me into college. And damn straight it did!
The worst part is he is, technically speaking, autistic.
Technically speaking, fuck you.
You know full well what you do.
Just because I'm self-aware doesn't mean I can change it.
I mean... I'm not even gonna touch that.
Oh, anyway,
He's beaten the hope out of me.
actually, I've never even heard of back from any of the things that I've applied for.
Probably because you're a sophomore!
Probably because you applied for all this shit when you were a sophomore, and all the colleges looked at it and were like, no.
We can't get money from you for 2 years. Go away.
If I don't get enough money, I won't be able to continue my studies.
What? What?
Okay.
What kind of ultra anti... Like, what kind of ultra capitalism is this?
I
Base.
don't know.
It's based as fuck.
It's extreme capitalism.
Hyper capitalism.
Alright, kids, pay for school. Mom and Dad are going back to Hawaii.
Yeah, apparently. Let's... Twitch, are you okay?
No. It never has been.
It's... Alright, there we go. Everything just fucking flatlined for a second on Twitch's end, and I was like, oh shit.
It does that sometimes. Nothing to worry
Getting
about.
fucking DDoS. They're trying to shut us down. Oy vey.
Wait, what the fuck?
They know.
I ventured down the campus through the woods. Typically, the woods was prohibited, but the upperclassmen all used it as a shortcut. Well, I mean, at least he got that part right.
I mean, yes, upperclassmen using something as a shortcut that's technically prohibited, yes.
Fucking sprinting through Spinner.
Fuck you! No running in the holes!
Fuck you.
Just yeet yourself down the stairs and the RAs are like, I'm not doing that.
What, you want to chase after him?
Do you know how stupid half these people are? They'll do
Oh,
dangerous
God.
things just to get away.
Fuck. Speaking of do dangerous things just to get away.
Oh no.
Fucking remember the Ninja Kid?
That
sorry,
man
the
was
what?
vastly entertaining.
Alright, so he's like a 5'2" Asian male. And
Uh-huh.
he was a parkour expert. And you would
He
just
taught
be walking along, right? And you just see like a fucking shadow go over you, and he's like fucking climbing off the side of the fucking building, like doing kicks off the walls and shit.
Oh.
Just like, what the
Oh. Okay.
This
Alright.
no, this kid taught the parkour class. I tried going to that, and I was like, "Holy shit! Is there a version where I can learn without risking my life?"
Also,
I knew it.
he goes
Yeah.
from 0 to zoom, like in terms of speed. Like he's just like, oh,
Oh.
hello, gone. It's like, what the fuck? Where did he
No,
go?
no, I like you'd be having a you'd see him having a conversation with people, or you'd be having a conversation with him. The conversation would end, and then he's halfway up the fucking wall. Like, what the shit?
Okay, so what you're telling me is you met our generation's Batman, and you didn't get his number.
No, I did
You
not.
fools.
He
Oh,
did not
yeah.
give out his number.
The absolute worst moment was when he was the zombie.
Oh
It's
my
like, oh,
God.
fuck. Literally, it was the aliens versus the Marines in the movie Alien, where
Okay,
the Marines
yeah.
are fucking spraying with automatic
Is this,
weapons.
Yeah, is this humans
Okay,
versus
Max, you know the
zombies
feeling you
Nerf?
get when a
Yeah.
bale rushes you as a 2K?
No.
That's
I'm
what
usually
this was.
I'm usually the Bale. What are you talking about?
That's a fair point. Okay,
But,
you know,
yeah.
you know the feeling you get, like when you can feel them panicking, and you're like, yes, yes, I'm gonna melee you to the ceiling.
That was us. And oh my god, we had some fun fucking times, but holy shit, just literally all of us circling each other as we're just unloading, trying to fucking hit him.
Oh my god. I knew a couple of parkour guys at Alabama, and because there were some good buildings for practicing vertical parkour, not so much for like general movement, but just learning to climb.
Oh, Champlain was an amazing place to parkour.
Yeah, heavy general movement. But no, that guy was a fucking ninja.
I did.
I mean, it was Asian, so you know, fits.
Did they ever catch him long enough to administer the drug test? No. One of the professors legitimately wondered if the kid had a meth problem.
I mean, it's entirely possible. I mean, you know.
Like, you think I'm just being like, ah ha ha funny. No, if you saw this man.
We would understand.
I mean, I still remember the naked guy who was high on cocaine, and it took 7 officers to take him down.
That one was funny as shit, though.
Screaming, siren, siren, siren.
Wow. Alright then.
Fucking
Okay,
dude
then.
in full buck naked, just sprinting through campus. Screaming his lungs off, high on cocaine.
My favorite part was when they set out the title, like, the guy who came to campus was absolutely high.
Oh boy.
Like, they're just like, because they put out a school bulletin, right? We would get a school bulletin, and it's like, yes, the naked guy who went sprinting through campus and interrupted all of your classes was high on cocaine. We would like to remind students that we have a zero tolerance policy for drug use here at Champlain.
Oh god. But yeah,
Which,
so anyway.
let's be clear, no one paid any attention to as long as what you were doing was not harder than marijuana.
More or less, yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Studies. Blah 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 blah. Crap! I forgot to go to Lost and Found. Oh no! I hope nobody threw out Lost and Found. Don't worry. Nobody throws out Lost and Found. I don't think anybody would want to take my knee pads. Nobody even knows about Lost and Found. Don't worry.
First of all, no one at your school, except maybe for 2 professors and the cranky old lady who sits at the help desk, knows where it is.
Ask a professor, and they're just like, we have a Lost and Found. It's like, oh, fuck. So, I don't know. I was asking you.
But, like, seriously, none of them know. None of them know. Sneaky, I tried asking the professors, because one of my friends, she lost some of her art supplies, and we were all trying to help her get it back.
Right.
I asked Chuck. Chuck didn't know, Sneaky.
Dude, I asked campus police, and they're like, probably.
Okay, but the campus police was hilariously ineffective.
I mean, yeah, because we then were like, okay, well, do you know who has the Lost and Found? And they're like, no. I was like, oh, well, wow. Fucking so useful you are.
Okay, Sneaky, we knew they were ineffective when we watched them try to chase down a naked man.
True.
Oh, the best part was you could tell which officers wanted to get the job done and which officers were like, do I really want to tackle a naked dude? Am I paid enough to tackle this man?
Am I paid enough to actually complete this job? Freshman, blah blah, blah blah blah, history paper. After a good 10 minutes of walking on the main road of the campus. Jesus Christ, how fucking far off is this campus housing?
If it's this far, why do they not have a bus?
Also, boarding school. Fucking not on campus housing. What?
This boarding like, listen, I went to a private high school, and that was about as close as you could get to like a prep school experience without actually being a prep school, because they had 5 or 6 buildings. You got to pick your own class schedule, and
yes,
they didn't have
church.
What?
I said, and yes, one of them was a church.
I mean, one of the buildings, yeah. Although they didn't actually use the chapel for anything. They actually wanted to try to get rid of the chapel, but they weren't allowed to because it was built. It was built back when the original school was built, so it was from like it was from like the late 1860s. It's like
have a moment in y'all's time to talk about our Lord and Savior Spanish Christ.
No.
Yeah, but no, so they couldn't. Because
No one's talking about
we
you.
built like
Literally,
they built like a big auditorium, and that's where they did any kind of worship-based activity. They're like, there's too many kids.
Wait, did I
shove
actually come
them
in on church talk?
Yes, you did.
That's
Technically,
funny.
yeah.
I mean, technically,
That's
you
it.
came in on religious high school talk, because whoever's writing this
Ooh.
story has no idea how a boarding school works, or really anything. But
yeah. So right,
Fucking
so to
Harry
catch you up
Potter
on this
ruined
story
boarding
so
school.
far,
Oh,
right?
no, this is Pokemon.
Yeah. So
No, I'm saying Harry Potter
okay.
ruined what boarding schools actually like. The writing of a boarding school was ruined by Harry Potter.
Yes,
I guess.
although to be fair, boarding schools in England are markedly different from pretty much everywhere else, because there's this like weird magic world of elite, air quote, elite schools for boys, where I'm pretty sure the boys just get diddled by old men.
more or less.
Yeah,
probably.
And
that's
diddle
like
each other.
Oxford, Cambridge, like, well, maybe not those, but Eton, I think.
Wait, hold on. Didn't J.K.
couple
Rowling
others.
make Dumbledore gay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
shit.
You know about the
She also
stats for
made,
gay pedophiles, right?
She also made.
No,
what's the
I
other
do
guy?
not know about the stats for that. Why do you?
Well, it's,
it's something
kind
like-
of a red pill
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Dumbledore.
It's a fucking 11% meme type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway,
it gets
so,
thrown around a lot. So
anyway,
or the 43% one.
So to catch you up on this is that it's a boarding school and they separate people by sex and gender, which is why the main character couldn't be with his girlfriend because his girlfriend was
So is there
several
like
years...
97 separate places for all the?
Hold on.
Yeah, wait a minute. What do they do about the Pokemon that literally don't have a gender?
Yeah.
They set them on
Are
fire.
they
I don't fucking know.
inclusive?
But anyway,
Okay,
so
then
they
this
separate by
author
sex
is a
and
bigot.
gender, and to prevent the boyfriend from having his girlfriend with him (?) at a boarding school. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't really get that one either, because boarding schools would never do co-ed because they're not a college, and you're not.
They're
an
not a
adult.
college, and having having to write a letter home to the parents of, so we know you entrusted us with your precious child's future.
He got someone pregnant.
But he be fucking.
Yeah.
Also,
fucking
you have a
everything.
half Gardevoir grandchild.
Yeah. So anyway, the
A half Mr.
the
Mind
school
grandchild.
decided.
Oh
The
god.
school decided, in their infinite wisdom, to place a younger by 4 years female
Wait, what?
with the main character
This
to
is not
prevent
good.
him from being with his younger female girlfriend.
Oh no. This could not
Yeah.
go wrong.
And on top of that, apparently their schoolroom is also an apartment complex,
Oh my fucking god.
because
I'm
they
sorry,
have
Mr.
a
Johnson.
full kitchen suite with
You
two
said it
stoves.
impregnated 2 girls, not 1.
With 2 stoves, 1 gas, 1 electric, and they have to pay for the gas and electricity individually as 16-year-olds.
What the fuck?
I
What
don't
kind of
get it
bullshit is
either.
this?
Welcome
What?
to one of our many questions.
What is the inspiration for this fucking what
I don't.
What
I
did
do-
they
I-
see
I don't know.
that they were like, this seems like what that would
This
be
is how
like.
school works.
Yeah, no.
No, that's the question.
So one of the things you can usually tell from an author is like either they're doing some weird idealized version of a school, or they're doing some weird trope version of a school. This sounds weird as fuck. Like it doesn't fall under either category for me so far. So I'm like, where the fuck did this weirdo pull his inspiration from?
We have
Is
no
what I'm-
idea. I can't even guess. Like, I'm even having difficulty trying to guess the author's age because they have no idea how a boarding school works.
Oh,
But-
also on top of that, they're also submitting applications to college as a sophomore in high school.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna say they start as sophomores. Like it's like
What?
it's like this
Yeah.
person combined a prep school with a boarding school with college. Like, and I know that's completely nonsensical, but like that's like the only thing I got here.
I don't know. That sounds weird as fuck.
Well, I mean,
I'm trying to
yeah.
think. I'm trying to think of like things that this could be inspired from, because it sounds like literally nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I am absolutely lost on where he's drawing from any of this. Because literally just going to Google and typing in boarding school would probably give him more accurate results than whatever the fuck he's
Yeah.
pulling from.
Obviously.
Reading the wiki page of Hogwarts would probably give a fucking better idea. Not even like all of it, like half. Like, you know.
So anyway, he eventually gets to his class, and then he goes, "Sup?" I nodded at Coffee. Coffee's name was actually Hannah, but I called her Coffee because she had brown hair.
I mean, because you're an asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you're kind of a piece of
What?
shit there, man.
That's like, wow. Even I don't do that shit.
What the fuck kind of bull? That's being like, hey, fucking mustard. When I talk to someone who's blonde,
The,
like,
Hey,
closest-
mustard.
the
Why did you
closest
go
I-
with the weird dude bro act?
because that's what
No,
I've been
because
doing all
this
day.
guy's clearly a douchebag.
Yeah,
Yes.
honestly.
Like, this human being is clearly a piece of shit. So
Also,
they do
wait,
sound like
what
that.
the fuck? Lecture hall at a boarding school?
No, can we go back to? I'm sorry, Mrs. Johnson. Your son has impregnated 2 girls.
One of them's a Gardevoir.
One
Have
of them
fun
is a jinx.
with that.
I just
Oh,
I-
God.
Wait, what's the one that got called out for racism? The black one?
that's
Jinx.
Jinx,
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Jinx. It's Jinx. Yeah. One of them is a Jinx. You couldn't resist the lips.
I just don't understand. Like like how he's describing all of this. Oh, it's sophomores. Oh, they're freshmen. Oh, the lecture hall. Like that's like college talk, right? Like
Yeah, like that's college level stuff.
like even high school. I don't think anyone besides maybe seniors, because it was funny as hell to talk about the freshmen like they were some alien species. But like maybe only the
Oh, yeah, so, like,
seniors would
As
ever
a
like
freshman, you got bullied for being a freshman.
right.
So
Well-
that might be in your vocabulary.
I was gonna
But
say,
as
like,
a senior, you worry about that as
But
being a
like,
senior.
but like in high
So it's like,
school,
it's-
you effectively didn't pay attention to that shit though, because you're still in high school. You're not. You're all
the
still
only
stuck in
people
school.
I saw who cared about that type of stuff were athletes
Yeah, pretty
because
much,
of
yeah.
like their weird hierarchies.
Yeah.
But like that's
Yeah.
a different thing in and of itself, though. Like, that's so stupid. I hate it. But-
lecture halls at a boarding school.
yeah, listen,
It better be a nice fucking
Ah.
boarding school.
Well, no, but like boarding
this
schools are
makes
like
no
No, I
sense.
know,
regimented,
I
like
know.
super regimented.
Yes, I understand that. I'm just saying that like it's stupid as fuck.
Anyway, so apparently the professor is busy praying, so everyone's coming in late.
Wait, one question. Do we know if the author is like American or non-American?
I don't know. Someone look it up.
No,
so-
the only reason I say it is like, can you tell by the English if they're American or not American?
From the English itself, I'm gonna say probably American.
I would say from the English, regrettably, they are in fact existing somewhere on this continent.
Yeah, profile doesn't say where they're from,
Sup,
but the
coffee.
profile picture has a suspicious amount of white and blue in it. So I'm gonna say Israel.
Mm.
You're fucking annoying. Israel's way more base than that. Okay, they wouldn't produce.
Anyway,
this level
so
of
has the professor
I
finished
don't know,
his
man.
morning
I don't
prayers
know.
yet? Also, so
Hey,
again,
okay,
boarding
wait.
school.
The IDF is definitely based. You cannot.
I
fucking
will
tell me
literally
otherwise.
disconnect
The
you
idea
from this
is
call.
not. It's not just all of.
Literally
yeah, sure, fine.
deleted both of you.
Whenever
apparently
armies
the
get
professor is
together,
just
it's
allowed to
fucking
pray.
Palestine, Israel all over again.
I mean, listen. The only reason my teachers got away with that was because I went to a religious school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's like
I'm
I
agreeing
feel
with
so
you. Like,
bad for you, man. Going to a religious school sounded like hell. Mind you,
No,
I
like,
was
I-
in.
I
was
lucked
in,
out.
like-
my teachers were all awesome people who cared and encouraged dissenting opinions.
nice.
That's so
Well,
weird. to
I
hear.
like.
I was in a really, really weird, almost cult.
Oh,
like,
that's unfortunate.
Went to church 4 days a week type shit.
No,
Like,
That's
took
no.
Mexico,
control
dude.
most of my
No.
life type shit. Like,
These were the kind of
that's
teachers
Mexico.
you went like it's gonna sound cheesy, but like when you screwed something up horribly, these were the kind of teachers you could talk to and they wouldn't open their fucking mouths.
holy shit, I could never talk to anybody about anything that happened to me at my church.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Like,
There you go.
No.
I could literally, I would never talk to anyone at my church about anything I ever had a problem with.
No,
Fuck
these
that.
were the teachers where
None
it's
of
like,
them
yo, I'm
motherfuckers.
struggling with X,
I can
Y, Z.
trust.
Like it's sometimes it's a personal problem, sometimes it's a school
Wait.
problem. They're like, okay, let me help.
What? What? Okay, so keep in mind, I want everyone to establish in their mind right now. The main character is 16. He is currently going to a boarding school. Here is the
Of
professor.
Pokemon.
Here's what the professor says.
Okay.
The professor finished his morning prayer. Good morning, everyone, he said, walking around the podium. Today, we will be talking about quantum computers and their programming. We will be exploring the idea of their algorithms and what makes them powerful. Same drill as always. I don't care if you don't listen, if you're on your phone or sleeping. You can even leave. But make sure your paper is done above a 65%. Let's begin.
What?
Boarding school 16. Quantum computers, professor of college.
I was gonna say, listen. First of all, that is absolutely the jaded college professor.
So now this makes me think this person has been to college.
Also, by the
Yeah,
way,
possibly, yeah.
there are like no college professor that actually teaches quantum computing would be like, you don't have to listen. No, those are the teachers who teach high-level math who are like, listen, I know you stupid little shits think you're intelligent. Shut the fuck up and listen, or you'll fail the first test. And then they all fail the first test, and the professor spends the entire next class going, what'd I tell you, you stupid little dumbasses? Gonna listen now? Huh?
Pretty
That's
much.
like the teacher who you get into the third fucking book of the year,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're like, stop using Sparks notes. I literally do the tests around them, you dumb fucks.
Yeah.
Some of you have 221s, like, it's almost impossible for you to be this stupid. It's a multiple choice thing.
Statistically, you are the bottom of the barrel for both intelligence and luck.
Either you're all fucking idiots, or we've hit upon some level of fucking luck unheard of. Bad luck, but unheard of bad luck.
I should bring all
Because
of you children with me
none
to a
of you-
casino.
Yeah.
I'll get luckier just by having you around.
Yeah, you'll suck all the bad luck out of me.
Suddenly, everyone in the casino just starts winning.
Wait,
This
wait,
fucking-
what the fuck? I am a good note taker, so the majority of the time I was fine during lectures. This school is very college-based, trying to prepare us for college. Okay,
This is
what a
unbased
high
training.
school thinks
Yes,
what is
I'll agree
college
with Art for once.
preparation
This is unbased as fuck.
unbased, very
Unbased
cringe.
and cringe.
What was my joke from last time? It was that
They
bad.
have integrated lectures into class
Nice to
schedules
meet Truck.
in order to show us how class in college may be.
Okay,
What?
so I'm starting to think this person definitely isn't from the U.S.
I feel like they
But-
failed English.
But they're not from the U.S., but they went to college in the U.S.
It's possible,
How
yeah.
does that sound?
We have our
does that sound?
standard classes in the classrooms, and then we have lectures in the lecture rooms. I mindlessly watched the professor drone on about algorithms and computational mechanics.
Okay,
Wait, I'm sorry, but what are you supposed to be learning in this class?
Yeah, like, I fucking hate this. Why do people want to write about the shit they don't know about?
I
Like,
honestly don't know. It is
I don't
some of the
claim-
cringiest tier shit.
It
So
is,
are you
right?
aware of the Smith & Wesson 500?
yes.
Right, so we had a story, what was that, a year back now at least, guys?
know that story.
We had a story where the author was describing all of the guns that their main
Oh.
character had hidden on them
Oh no.
in Japan.
Yeah.
And he was
This
talking
motherfucker.
about his Smith & Wesson 500 extra long barrel, which
pretty
was
sure
his
that was-
holdout weapon that was hidden in his pants and was undetectable.
I want to say that was late
This motherfucker
spring,
better
early
be
summer
a
of this year.
trillionaire if he's smuggling guns into fucking Japan that blatantly. Like, you better have some money out the motherfucking ass if you think you can get past Japan fucking shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that, or
the-
some like really high up yakuza.
You better
bosses.
have like dirt
You
on
could-
Shinzo Abe. Like right
Yeah.
now, you have him like fucking a kid or something.
Which,
Like,
by the
something
way,
so
he's
absurdly
retired, so that's
bad.
out the window.
Yeah, no, I know, but like, you better have some fucking like shit of him like fucking a kid or something. If you think you're gonna get into Japan, right, with so blatantly carrying firearms, like, you know what would have been cool? He's like, I have my Smith & Wesson 500, but I took it apart into pieces, and they're hidden all across my body. Like,
Right.
obviously, it's not totally right, but still, like, give it Something.
Yeah,
Something.
No, it
Something.
was straight
Oh
shit
my
like, oh yeah, my fucking hidden weapon is my Smith & Wesson 500, and I have an assault rifle underneath my jacket,
My
and
favorite
like a
part was
shotgun.
I have my Smith & Wesson hidden down my pants. I was like, it's
Yeah.
undetectable.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. No, it is. It looks like you're fucking sporting the hard-on of the world, motherfucker. You got a dick so hard, you literally have a dick of metal. Like, what the fuck?
Do you think he tried to schmooze his way past the TSA? Like, I'm just really happy to see you guys.
Yeah. Someone
dude,
grabs
I've
him,
been-
like, oh my
I've
god.
been pulled
Come on,
aside.
This
officer,
never
search me.
happened.
I have been pulled
No, like-
aside so fucking often by the TSA. It's like goddamn racism, I tell you.
Except, like, you just look retarded.
Just because I'm a
they
white
see
boy
you.
alone wearing a bandana does not mean.
They look at you and go, hey, he looks like a school shooter, though.
I would just say, listen, if people look at me and see creep, they look at you and see school shooter.
See, they see you and they're like, what plays in their mind is like, all the other kids.
I was about to say fucking Pumped Up Kicks just starts playing in the background.
Yo, you know what I saw the other day? Oh man, so I'm a fucking normie and I actually use TikTok, right?
Right.
So I was on there and someone fucking recorded their classroom and there's a kid on there, like base as fuck, right? But he's surfing through guns on his phone.
Oh.
He's looking at guns. It's like
Oh no, I actually saw a clip
playing
recently.
the pumped up kicks, right?
I saw a clip recently of someone streaming Dead Space 2, and they're running from the children section, where all the kid necromorphs are running after you.
Yep.
And and the guy's like, oh god, because he's got a fucking horde of children necromorphs running after him. And he's like, it's just like high school. And then he turns around and guns them all down because he got to a dead end. And then he pauses. And he pauses his game and he stops and he's like, oh, can we just pretend I didn't say that?
That's some like, Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna complete my objective, Timmy.
Timmy, I've only got 10 clones left. I'm about to kill your ass. Sorry. This is Battlefront 2.
God.
Timmy, you're gonna have to fucking die. I've gotta capture this objective.
The younglings are capturing an objective.
Oh, God.
That's.
No, Max, did you ever play Killing Floor?
Did I ever play what?
Killing Floor?
Yeah, I played literally
Max,
hour-long sessions with
Max,
you.
there's
Oh,
10
fuck, my
zombies
head
left.
hurts.
They're on your map.
My fucking head hurts. Holy shit.
The little skull sign appears above them all.
Just all the other kids with the pup.
Oh god.
Oh my god. I fucking
Years
hate,
from
I
now,
hate
someone
this
to go and
shit.
track down this specific podcast and just start
Oh, please, Max.
pointing at
I have said
everyone.
so much worse. Pedro has clipped me
we've
saying
alluded to me having a
far
child
worse
sex
things.
slave. You guys realize that, right? Like multiple times we've alluded to that.
Yes.
I mean,
I know.
That's because you admitted to it on stream, and you don't
Yeah.
stop. You, for some reason,
guys
you
took
keep admitting
one
to it.
statement really badly. You guys took one statement really badly,
No,
and
that's
so we
basically
run
my
with
job.
that joke.
I'm just
This
saying
whole
that's,
time.
that's sort of my
Stanish,
job.
I wasn't here
the
for your
truth
first
will set you
appearance.
free.
As far as I'm aware, that is
It
still a
wasn't
true
my first
statement.
appearance, to be fair. It wasn't
far
my first appearance. The first appearance, that was a meme in and of itself because we went 5 fucking hours. But
So, sorry, I was here for your first.
all right,
I
so,
wasn't here for that statement.
Are
though,
y'all
specifically,
ready
so-
for the next most ridiculous part about this story?
No.
Can I say one
Hour
thing,
long
though?
lecture, only an hour long.
can I say something about this?
Well,
Like, it really
well, that
actually ticks me off when
sounds-
authors like write about shit they know nothing about.
Yeah.
I refuse to do that bullshit. Just do some fucking research, man.
I know.
Do some
I know.
research.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
the
that
only
fucking
lectures I-
hard.
The only lectures I had that lasted longer than an hour were usually with physics or architectural infrastructure.
Oh, because at Champlain, literally every lecture was either a 3-hour block or it was an hour and 45-minute block.
No,
Hour
University of
45.
Alabama, it could go anywhere from as short as an hour to as long as 2 to 3, depending. So.
I didn't go to college, so this doesn't affect me. But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is, like,
yeah,
I
we
didn't
know
go
you're
to
too poor
college,
to afford college.
So, yeah, whatever. But like, I didn't go to college, so I'd be like, hey, person who's gone to college, what are college lectures like? Like, how long are they? How boring do they generally are? Like, just literally tell me what it's
I
like.
would say, if you're gonna ask how
It's
boring
not
they
that
are, that is entirely
hard.
dependent on the professor.
Atin, did
Yeah.
you ever
Fair
take
enough.
Atin, did you ever take TCP/IP?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It looked like a fucking charnel house after the lecture for TCP/IP, because not only was it the 3-hour lecture, it was the 7 o'clock to 10 p.m. slot.
Ooh.
Okay, then.
So
Ouch.
not only was it a
Ow.
late night lecture, but it was
That's horrible.
by a 80-something-year-old man who droned on in the most monotone fashion possible. Literally, I woke up one time during class, and of the class of 40, at least 30 of them were knocked the fuck out.
He's just like, I'm just trying to let y'all get some sleep tonight.
No,
Okay, but
no,
here's
the
the
dude was
counterpoint.
fucking ruthless. He would just be like, well, I hope you all got some rest because you got an assignment ready and I'm not repeating myself and the notes aren't online.
Okay, but for every teacher like that, we had people like Chuck, who was awesome. And did you ever get the guy who did shit? It was the poem class, and sometimes he'd be like, "I'm bored of class," and he would just bust out his goddamn fiddle.
No. I did, however, get the
It's a white ass class. to
the
take.
ex-NSA agent. I did have a couple classes with him, specifically some of the routing and whatnot. And he would just be like, yeah, they want me to do a lecture, but, you know, I really don't feel like lectures teach you anything, so I got a bunch of routers from people. Just, you know, make sure not to break them by the time we're done. And then just fuck off.
Yeah, okay, but no. By the way, listen. The guy who the guy who taught the poetry class, he was an actual Irish step dancing fiddler.
No, there you go. Yeah,
Like,
the ex-NSA
When he busted
agent
out the
was...
fiddle, we were all like, "Hell yes!"
The ex-NSA agent was an ex-NSA agent, and he was also ranked 75 in CS:GO in North America.
Our tax dollars going to good use.
And
What the fuck?
on top
What
of
the
that,
fuck?
he would just be like, all right, so, you know,
Drop
the
me
books
off.
for this class are very expensive, and I expect all of you to have them. But I can understand if you don't want to bring such an expensive book to class. You can always just keep it back at your room. And, you know, if you do happen to check my syllabus, at the bottom you might find links that you will find very, interesting.
See, I'd be scared to do that. 'cause there's
At the bottom of
definitely
his
that one
syllabus
kid who's
was
like,
literally just the links to a PDF of every single one of the books we had to buy.
Base.
yeah. That's base as
fucking
fuck.
base.
It's really base. but,
All
like,
we had
I
to do
just-
was run it through a decryption algorithm that he taught us on the first day.
You know that there'd be one Karen who'd be like, but like, why would you give them that? Like,
Like, you don't, dude, like, the books were $600 each, though.
no, fair. That's fucking gay.
But yeah, he was, for an ex-NSA agent, he was incredibly based.
That's why he's an ex NSA agent. He got out.
No, he's an ex-NSA
True.
agent because he finished making all the money he felt like making.
Hold on a minute. I feel like that needs some explanation because there's two possibilities there.
Neither of them are going to be extrapolated on.
What do you mean? We talk about foreign
Everyone
governments
waved to the
influencing us
FBI
all the time.
agent. I hope they're having a good time watching me.
Stanish does not, in fact, have a child.
Do you suppose NSA Bob and Jim ever retired?
I think Bob and Jim have been replaced by Bob 2 and Jim 2.
Mm.
See, the sad part is Bob and Jim have been replaced by Barbara and Gymnesia or something. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a woman.
It's still Jim, but it's
Queen.
Gene now.
Jenny, there we go.
Yeah, Genie or something.
Speaking
like that.
of which,
Something
I
weird.
actually have a funny little story. Speaking of Jenny, so I was fleeing a hurricane 3 years ago,
You were
and
doing what?
I was fleeing a hurricane.
Oh, I thought you said you were cleaning a hurricane. I was like,
Yeah, I was
same.
cleaning
I was like, what the
a
fuck?
hurricane.
No, so I packed up everything that I couldn't replace into my car, and I started driving in the opposite direction of the hurricane.
All your pocket pussies, right? Like 35 pounds of pocket pussies.
I'm not gonna deign that with even acknowledgement.
You
just
just
did.
did, motherfucker.
Yeah, you just did.
I know.
You should have just ignored it, dumbass.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
just ignore them the way they're
You're a dumb
parents.
fuck.
I'm driving to the opposite side of Florida. And
Okay.
my mother is flipping shit about this because she's like, "Oh my god, what are you doing? Do you even have a plan?" I'm just like, "Mom, I'll just go fucking sleep in a parking lot. It's not like it's the first time I've done this. I've been homeless before."
I wouldn't do that.
Wait, hold on a minute. Did your uncles fall through?
What? No, I was staying at my uncle's house.
No, okay, Sneaky, I thought we'd suddenly switch to talking about present day. and you were homeless again.
No, the story. I
Okay.
was driving away from the house
Yes.
because a hurricane was going to hit it.
Oh, please.
And my mom
That's
was
never
freaking, and my mother was freaking out about it because she's like, "Oh my god, well, what are you gonna do? You don't have any hotels. You can't book any hotels." I'm like, "I'll just sleep in my car. It's not the first time. I'll just find a parking lot and I'll just take a nap. That lasts 8 hours."
A nap. Sorry, officer. I was taking a nap for 8 hours.
Taking a power nap.
Look, man. Denny's is super chill about it. Okay, as long as you go
I
in when
mean,
you wake up.
Listen, you're white, so that makes it very easy.
You have
hold on a minute.
you
Hold
have
on a
not
minute.
seen what I look like. Okay.
waited here so 8 hours. No, you
No, hold on a minute.
peppers.
Hold on
No,
a minute.
Stan-
You
Stan-
have Walmart does not care.
First off, you've never seen me in person.
Oh, see, that's so weird. Walmart here cares. Walmart cares a fucking lot here.
No, Walmart does not give a shit here.
Here,
Walmart
they
does
do.
not care.
That's just my state, I guess, or city. Fuck
But
if I know.
no, you've never seen me in person. Everyone in person, I've gotten this comment at least once from everyone I've ever met in person. I either look like a hobo or I look like a drug dealer.
That's funny.
No, hold on a
See, it's
minute.
funny, though,
Sneaky.
because,
You've
like-
forgotten the ones who have implied that it's not mutually exclusive.
Yes,
So I always get just from the sound of my voice that I'm white, right?
but anyway,
Because you are.
so
It's whatever. I don't give a fuck. But like,
I'm
that's
driving.
just that's what I do now. When I get like pulled over, it's just like, yeah, officer, I'm white like you.
Anyway, so ignoring
We,
Stanish,
throw
and
up a
him
white
being
power
dumb,
sign and suck each other off.
I'm driving
Highlight reel.
away from the hurricane, and when she's freaking out and she's like putting out Facebook messages and shit like, "Oh my god, my son's driving away from the hurricane, he has nowhere to stay, can someone please help him?" I'm just like, "Mother, Jesus Christ, calm the fuck down."
She was being a woman about it.
Yeah, she was being a woman about it.
I would say for once in her life, she was acting like a real mother.
Yeah. So anyway, she connects me with this family, specifically Jenny, who like was a friend of one of her friends of like 5 years ago. And she's like, "Oh, well, I'm going to be in the area he's driving to and he can just stay at my house with my family." And bless her soul, she was the nicest woman I met in a long time. Her family was very sweet. She was, very kind. Bed was comfy as hell, and I really appreciate what she did for me. But it was just like, I put her phone number in because obviously I had to contact her. I put her phone number into my phone as Jenny from the block. Because you see,
Motherfucker.
past me has a very sadistic sense of humor on future me. Because I know that I will not fucking remember who the hell Jenny from the block is when I go through my phone contacts list in the future. And at least 4 times now, I've been trying to find someone, and I've scrolled past Jenny from the block, and I would just be like, who the fuck is this?
Good old Sneaky.
Why haven't you just deleted it?
I don't
You're a
delete
dumb
phone
fuck.
numbers.
I have that problem too. I have not deleted a phone number in like 8 years or something.
Man, I
I
delete phone
did
numbers
never
all
had.
the time.
I never add phone numbers.
I mean, like
we don't fucking use them
I
anymore.
really don't add phone numbers either, but, you know,
It's rare that I add one, but the problem is I have so many at this point that it's like,
yeah,
I
like,
remember
fuck.
I still remember there was a period of time where I could not remember. I didn't know Sneaky's real name,
mhm.
but we went to the same school. And we were on the same bus, so I knew who he was. So I entered him into my phone as just that Dota asshole.
And I called him
That good?
MD, which was nowhere even near his actual name.
No.
midget dick? Micro
No,
dick?
House MD.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, medical doctor. Yeah. I
Midget
don't know
dick?
why, but I just started calling him MD, and he just kind of was just like, okay.
Well, here's the thing. I wasn't allowed to complain about giving people nicknames because there was a kid in my class, and his name was Garrett. I'll for privacy's sake, Garrett was a special lad. And we won't talk about him on stream, but he specifically said, whatever you do, he's like, you can call me whatever you want as long as it isn't Gary Oak, which immediately prompted me to enter him in my phone as Gary motherfucking Oak.
Yeah.
What a dumb fuck.
Hey,
Like,
college grade kids, do not call me Gary Oak. Fucking instantly, everyone. Gary Oak. Enter.
It's
Opens
so
phone.
stupid.
Gary.
What a dumb fuck.
Listen, I'll tell you stories later about person in question.
Garrett was something. Yeah.
About Barry Oak.
Yeah, Barry, indeed. Anyway, so speaking of really shit nicknames, Coffee. Yeah, that is
Oh my god.
Fucking.
that is a
Well,
really
Fuck,
fucking
don't take us
cringe-
back to that.
cringe
Bro.
nickname.
It's been almost 1.5 hours, and we're only halfway through the fucking page. Why?
Okay,
'Cause we're bad
okay,
at
but
this.
to be fair, we've actually spent at least 60% of this podcast talking about things related to this story, like boarding school.
Yeah, like
bullshit.
you guys fucking derailing about your own college stories. Oh, is
Okay,
that
but like
child
it's
sex life? Yes?
tangentially related. Like that's
Fuck
the
you.
other 40%.
That's my little brother. He just has a little high laugh. Also,
Sure.
child sex slaves don't laugh. Like, doesn't seem like a
if they're
funny
high on
observation.
heroin, they do.
I suppose you would know from experience.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
You kind
give
of
it
left
up drugs,
yourself open
maybe.
for that one. Like the child sex
Yeah.
slave high on heroin in your basement.
I fuck you guys. I hate you guys so much. Fucking hate you guys. Oh my god, who put the poggers fucking... That's cursed. That's cursed as fuck, Hard.
yep.
That's so cursed. Why would you do that?
What did you do now? Oh no.
Check NSFW General
I'm
in the
not
SDM.
checking it. Oh, I don't.
Do
I
it.
don't have access. To
Don't
that.
be a bitch. It's so bad, but
No,
don't be a bitch.
I literally don't have access to it, so I don't ever have to worry about
We
it.
don't
What?
have access.
Yeah,
You can get it.
I don't have the role. No, I
Do
don't,
it.
I don't want the role.
Yeah.
No, just send it to him. Just DM it to him.
No, do it yourself.
It's-
Foggy.
I leave the store and I come back to these stories. Where's the exit? Oh, there ain't no exit.
There's no escape.
Alt F4.
Speaking of
So,
which,
you know,
because I
bullet.
am now officially terminated at my job.
Oh, really?
You're
I didn't
you're
know
not
that.
terminated.
I
You
mean,
quit. There's a
Sneaky,
difference.
there's a big difference.
Okay, yeah, I quit. I'm gonna be trying
for
to
you,
pick
bro.
up my my what do you call that? Fucking
Streaming?
Dishonored 2. Very hard difficulty, no magic, no kills, no spotting run. Because I'm
Oh,
on
you
like
picked that
chapter
back
11
up.
of 13.
Oh wow, you made it quite
Mhm.
far.
Yes, and
Sneaky, check your DMs.
if you look at the save times for every map, I spend about 2 to 3 hours on the completed save of the map. It takes me 2 to 3 hours on the successful run of each chapter.
Sounds about right for what you're attempting.
Oh, Jesus Christ, they're so fucking hard.
I mean, you're literally trying for one of the hardest achievements in the game, next to Dark Souls 2, beat the entire game without ever dying.
No, I'm not trying the hardest achievement in the game. I'm trying the hardest achievements together.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the hardest achievements at the same time. Like,
You can do that in Dark Souls 2. Never die, never use a bonfire.
yes,
I
I'm
still
aware you
remember the
can.
idiot that decided no hit run through all 3.
That lad was mad.
That was fucking insane. I can't believe that someone even did that. Yeah, okay, Aura, but you still use powers. I'm talking about straight shit like
He's playing Thief, but he's missing
No,
the
he's
special
playing.
arrows.
He's playing Dishonored, like it's Thief.
yeah, basically,
Yeah, he's playing Thief
Full,
without the arrows.
full pacifist, right?
Hmm.
Or
Yeah, no, zero. So
Game
each
mode.
thing, like, it's not like a challenge. Like, so it's not a challenge run in that there's no record of it. It's an achievement run. No spots is an achievement. No kills is an achievement. No magic is an achievement, and very hard difficulty is an achievement. And I'm
I
going
was
for
like,
all
so
of
mad.
them
I got
No
a kill on
spot
accident because I
simultaneously.
knocked a dude out and he fell in the water.
Dude,
me ask you
I
a question.
feel that. I knocked a dude out, and he died to rats halfway through the map, and so I had to restart the
Yeah.
whole fucking thing.
Yeah. See, when I like to do pacifist runs on games like these. When I learned about the rats, I'm like, okay, everyone I knock out is going in a dumpster now for their own safety.
Literally, though.
oh, so there's someone did a Warcraft story where they tried to do like a pacifist run. Like, what would a pacifist run on Warcraft look like? It essentially just like try to minimize as many casualties as possible. Like, yeah,
Well,
there are
it
going to be
starts by
casualties.
yeeting Arthas.
Okay, first off, I absolutely hate that people misunderstand what pacifism is. They believe that pacifism is not fighting people when it's not starting fights.
Pacifism is I don't want to fight. Monks are usually a great example. Shaolin monks are a great example. I'm not going to start shit, and I'm going to give you a number of chances to walk away. And if you don't, I will
I'm gonna
probably
finish
lay
you
you
I
down.
will be finishing it.
Yeah,
like-
I-
I will smite your soul.
I was
Like,
gonna say,
they're-
ironically enough,
I'm gonna send your ass to the Shadow Realm.
Valkyria Chronicles got it completely right because there's an assault trooper who's a pacifist.
Right.
Anytime, the game, it's considered one of her negative traits.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you have
enough.
her shoot on her turn, her aim goes down, and her anti-personnel rating goes down
Mm-hmm.
because she doesn't want to do it.
Right.
But the values are completely normal when the enemy shoots at her.
Right. So she can shoot back and return fire just fine, but she can't
Yeah.
actively attack. Okay.
And I'm like, that's actually how it works.
Yeah, no, I get so frustrated because I see this very often in fan fiction specifically, where they're like, "Oh, well, I'm a pacifist, and so I don't fight," and it's like, no, you dipshit. Pacifism is not fighting. It's not starting the fight. It's not provoking the fight. It's not continuing the fight needlessly.
I was just say that's why, like,
That's some
at
like
least at the beginning
did
of
you
the
see
books,
the
Tanya could correctly claim that she was a pacifist.
Right.
Hmm.
did you guys
Like
see
said
the
at the
Vosh
start.
clip?
The
At
start.
the start. Oh,
She turned
okay.
into a
Sneaky.
nut later.
Yes.
Sneaky, did you
No,
see the
base.
Vosh clip where he was like,
Um,
"You should submit yourself to the mob." Like
oh,
every time a
fucking
mob
Christ.
comes after you, you
right,
should submit
yeah,
yourself to it.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. The mob is
Fucking
never
washed.
wrong. Yeah.
Dude, oh no, he also said you shouldn't use lethal force on someone because you don't know what they're there to do.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like
Yeah.
a woman
Mm.
alone in a dark alleyway shouldn't
no, it's
use lethal force.
Oh no, it's just walking by. You know,
No,
That's not like that.
no. Tanya was not a nut from the beginning. Tanya, at the beginning of the story of Tanya the Evil, was literally the guy was trying to figure out the way to make the easiest life for himself possible. That being that he was originally aiming for just a basic salaried job. Then the war started, and he's like, "Well, I have powers, so they're obviously."
Well, no.
Because
Remember, the magic powers were discovered when he was a kid.
That's what I'm saying. But the war also started when he was a kid, and the reason why he discovered he had magic powers was because the military came to the orphanage and tested the kids.
Right, because they were like, we need magical child soldiers.
Right.
We need the Ubermensch.
And so once he got drafted into the military, he was like, okay, well, if I'm just a really unimpressive mage, they won't put me to the front lines, and I can just be a reserve trooper. And then, that didn't work out. And so then he tried being a rear position, and that didn't work out. And so eventually, he reached the libertarian angle of fascism.
Based
which
angle.
is... No one's going to leave me alone, so I guess I'll just have to kill everyone.
Based as fuck.
Yep, that's how life goes.
All roads lead to.
The government can fucking come and take it.
All roads lead to nap.
Indeed.
A nap for the enemy.
Although I will say this one thing that annoyed me about the author, that he spoils the ending for the war super early. I was like, you know what? Why can't they win? They're smarter, they're more intelligent. All they need is a diplomat who isn't pants on head retarded.
Well, no, the problem. No, they
Diplomats.
did accurately portray it though.
Shut the fuck up.
in the story though, because they were winning. They were winning handily. And the problem is that all the generals were like, "Oh wow, we're just utterly destroying them," and then they calmed down. They stopped being, paranoid.
What are we talking about?
No. It wasn't, because remember, the generals wanted to stop. They're like, guys, we can get some good peace deals. And whoever the ruling council is like, what? No, we're not going to accept a ceasefire and give back all the territory. Get us a victory.
No. That's
a final victory.
That's the complete opposite. No,
it's not.
The end sieg.
No, literally, there was a moment in time where Tanya was like, "No, they're doing a surprise attack on us. We have to attack them." And all the generals said, "No, we don't need to attack them. We're winning. There's nothing to attack."
Season 1.
Funny, they're like describing the geopolitical situation here, and we're just memeing about Germany.
I would literally just kick both of you.
Sorry, Sneaky, you're way behind. Like, yes, that did occur. They World War I themselves, but then
did
there's
they come out with the second season?
I just
the movie.
read the light novels.
Oh, right, the movie.
But yeah, they also put out the movie.
You see, I can't read the light novels because it's like fucking reading War and Peace, but someone smashed anime into it.
Yeah, I get that. But I was like, I want to know like what actually happens with the story.
No, that's fair.
And there's nothing inherently wrong with the sub version. Like, I'm actually kind of annoyed because I really like the dub version. I like all the voice acting in the dub version, but Tanya's Monica Rial.
Ugh.
So I was like,
nope, just fucking like,
we're out of that.
Ugh, dubs, no thanks.
Oh, get the fuck over yourself.
I don't know, guys. I'm really looking for the Ruby subs.
Shut the fuck up. I hate you. I hate you so much. Hey, I want to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender subbed.
Can you fucking imagine though?
Dude, I can see some fucking hairy Redditor who's like 18 years old who never watched fucking Avatar when it came out being like, where can I watch Avatar: The Last Airbender subbed, guys? Because I really like dubs.
Dude, imagine the subbed, but the subs are in Japanese.
It would be.
It's not even in like Chinese or Korean.
Also, all I'm saying
like the
is
actual subs are in Japanese.
Watching Code Lyoko non-dubbed,
Yo,
you're wrong. If you watch Code Lyoko non-dubbed, you're just wrong because you're
You're
watching
disgusting.
it in French, and French is
Yeah.
disgusting.
French is a made
Ugh.
up language. First off, it's a disgusting derivative of a based language, right?
Yeah.
So like, oh my god, fuck French. Code Lyoko
Yeah.
was based as fuck though.
Code Lyoko is a fantastic.
Oh,
The game-
It's such a
so
I
good.
weedy
wish the
fucking
games
show.
for it weren't shit, and I wish we could get like a real conclusion to the story.
Yo, I feel like someone got real high and watched a lot of anime who's French, and was like,
I mean,
I could make a
isn't that the
story out.
studio that went on to make is it like Noir and Ladybug or something? Didn't they make that too?
Yep. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that shows like, even though that one's more of a kid's show, it's like this is actually also surprisingly good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
also
Also,
very anime.
Holy shit! Code Lyoko did not hold back. They had people
Yo,
just
they were
fucking
based as fuck.
dying.
Yo,
Dude,
yeah, no,
the zombie
fucking hard.
episode.
dude, they
Dude,
were
the
hard as
zombie-
fuck.
I forgot there was a zombie episode of that.
Yeah.
God.
I remember the
fucking
zombie
Christ.
episode because the zombie
Oh.
episode scarred me.
Dude, that show was so fucking based, like
Also-
literally all the time.
Oh
Also,
god,
I
remember the
can't
ti-
believe
remember
it
the
happened.
time
Yeah.
Remember the time that there was an episode where it's like, oh, what's the evil plan this time? Infinite laughing gas.
Yeah. Oh
The-
god.
the
Oh my
joke-
god, yo,
Xana found the Joker fanfiction Reddit.
Yeah.
literally.
Fucking
holy
Christ.
fuck.
Well, I
Gamers,
have a hard
right,
time honestly
Shut the
believing
fuck
that it was happening in France because, if anything, a mad scientist running a military level AI project underneath a factory sounds like straight out of fucking America, okay?
So no,
This
so
is
this is what
America.
it makes me think of. It makes me think of Quebec
Ooh.
Ugh.
because they're French, right? Right, but
They're
they
worse
hate
French.
France. Well, they hate England and they hate fucking Canada, right?
Right.
So they're kind of based,
No.
like a little bit.
No.
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 Being
Not
in the
French
slightest.
Canadian, the only thing worse than being French is being French Canadian.
I disagree. I think the only thing worse than being
Okay, well you don't
French
live
Canadian
next to them,
is
so
being-
You
I mean, fair.
you don't you
Fair.
didn't live across a lake from them.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that, right? But still, imagine being Canadian.
Ugh.
ugh. Jesus God.
I mean, it could have been. I have relatives in fucking Vancouver. Ugh.
That's
Ugh.
disgusting. Ugh, Vancouver. Like,
why
think of
couldn't
a-
Norway
a
have just
worse
held on to its
Portland.
territory in Canada and taken it over? I don't like.
I fucking wish, dude. I
Why-
wish.
why
were
Doing
your
more-
relatives so
more like New
incompetent?
Norway. Dude.
I got a
Look,
question for y'all.
It was the Viking fucking ages, right?
How do you get something that's worse than fucking Portland? You go
Canada.
up north
Make it
and you
French.
get to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And fucking Pedro wants to go there. Like, what the
Oh,
fuck is
God,
wrong
yeah,
with
I
him?
know, it's,
For what?
he wants to
University.
go there for schooling.
He wants
Like,
to wipe
what
it.
the
And
fuck?
to eventually live there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know that
Ugh.
Vancouver has a good game design yes, obviously it's liberal
so
as
does
hell, but
Quebec.
it's still. Or, I'm sorry, no, Quebec. That was it, Quebec. I know Quebec has like a fantastic game design program.
yeah.
Liberal as hell, but
No,
Cringe.
they
Quebec
aren't
is
liberal. No,
weird.
they are opposite of liberal. They're fucking leftist. There is no
Yeah.
such thing as free speech there. Like literally, a
Yeah.
comedian was charged $75,000 for offending someone with a joke that they overheard when they were walking by the comedy club.
Damn.
Oh, that's disgusting. Don't make me throw up.
I mean, couldn't they countersue for like lost profit?
no. Like in
Technically.
in a real country, yes, but not in
Not in Canada. No.
monopoly land.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
true, true.
literally, there is a video out there
Not in
of someone,
backwards, sad America.
someone heckling Trudeau, and private security literally carting her off. for
I mean-
heckling.
Oh, like that video of like a teenage girl who's dressed in a stormtrooper outfit, and the cops roll up on her, and they're like,
fucking
"Fucking
arrested.
get down!"
Yeah.
Oh my god, that whole thing was miserable.
Dude.
That's fucking hilarious.
Everybody's
It's
like,
hilarious,
it's a
but it's like-
plastic gun. You can see that it's I was like, when I first saw it, I was like,
Okay, first
Well, okay,
off, they've never
I was
seen
like,
Star Wars,
what
thus
state?
they are unbased.
What
right?
state was this stupid?
Yeah, Alberta. Apparently, I was like, wait,
Alberta,
which state is that?
So what's
Which
sad
American
is
state
like,
is this?
okay, even for like the boomers who never saw the prequel trilogy or fucking the new trilogy, right? A lot of people have seen the old Star Wars movies, like the old original, and everybody knows what stormtroopers look like. Like it's a cultural icon. Like,
Yeah.
how the fuck are you this fucking stupid?
No, like even if it's not a cultural icon, it's somebody in a set of all white.
Plastic.
Plastic
white.
shell.
Clearly
White
plastic
power.
armor, yeah.
Yeah, like
White power.
Yo.
clearly plastic.
So even if I had never seen Star Wars all my life, but I had lived with Star Wars as a cultural phenomenon, I would think to myself, right, as a cop, yo, that kind of looks like these posters I've seen around every once in a while.
No, it was
Doesn't
even
that look
worse.
like-
No, it's
I
even
have
worse because
fucking
there was a
eyes.
stormtrooper poster on the store right next to her because she was advertising it.
Yeah, she was doing a paid promotion for I don't know if she was an employee there or if she was just there.
Yeah,
for
She
paid
was an employee
promotion.
there, yeah.
She was.
Okay, yeah, but she was doing
Oh my!
like it was like a I don't know if it was a
It was
comic
like May
shop
the
or what,
4th.
but
Yeah,
it
it
was
was a
big.
comic
It was
shop.
literally for Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it was for
literally
Star
for Star
Wars
Wars
Day.
Day. There were stormtrooper stuff all over the place. Like
Yeah. It was
Just-
dumb.
Oh, one thing for your Star Wars nerds, I saw a video the other day of fucking
I had just never seen like the stupidity double down in action. That
Oh yeah,
hard
where like
before.
people are trying to tell them that she's fine, that she's
Okay,
just
so
like.
are you guys ready to get back to the story and encounter more retardation going on?
No.
No, too
No.
late. It's happening.
Remind me to tell you the Star Wars story afterwards.
Yeah.
So, the guy leaves the lecture hall after the lecture's over, and he turns the corner to go to the food stands on campus.
Food stands.
Yeah, food stands.
What? At a fucking high school?
Yeah, at a high school. At a high school boarding school that which also apparently had 8th graders in it.
I mean, look, if they just said like a food truck pulled up, like I'm like, yes,
No,
okay,
no,
like
no,
Yo.
it's an on-campus food stand.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, who
Wait,
runs
is
this
it?
shit?
Are
Is
they
his
trying?
name, like-
Alright.
Is this person stupid and they're just
Get-
trying to say that?
Get
it's
ready!
Fine.
Get ready for this. I wouldn't be able to get food from the pizza stand, so I settled for the sushi.
What?
This person has
Fucking
never bought anything in their life.
Bullshit.
You
No,
do
I don't
not
know.
trust sushi out of a food. No.
What? I don't
First of all,
understand. Is
they've
this
never bought anything in their
Oh,
life.
and then get ready for this. I want the Californian scorpan roll. 'Cause the Californian.
Mm-hmm.
I want the word that
Okay.
doesn't exist. Scorpan.
I've got a running theory
roll.
now. This is a rich, like really rich Chinese child who went to a college in America for a year. That's my theory now.
Also, this is like $3. He says in a Pokemon story.
No fucking way. First off, for some fucking sushi, I would literally.
A Californian
throw it
roll.
away.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
fucking Californian roll with a
Dude,
drink.
you
that's
gave me
$3.
some $3 sushi.
First of all,
I think you were
settling,
trying to kill me.
settling for that. But like, listen, we can
Yeah.
tell this person's never bought anything in their life because every human being who isn't like Mr. Affluenza knows that you never ever trust sushi that is less than $10.
Pretty
Yeah,
much, yeah.
no. Dude,
Which-
Yeah.
why would you
Okay,
trust
no, hold on.
sushi?
The Californian roll is usually around $8 because it's literally just rice, cucumber, seaweed, and imitation crab. So it's really not expensive to make, and you also don't have to worry about fish in it because there isn't fish in it. It's imitation crab.
I still wouldn't trust no $3 California roll.
I still would never
Fuck
eat a
no.
$3. No, don't get me wrong. If that California roll's cheaper than $7, I'm not eating it.
Unless I know the person, like I know the cook, personally, and we've been friends for a solid 5 years. I'm not buying no fucking $3 California
But
roll.
also, using
Who the
$3, using American money in a Pokemon story.
Who the fuck
Pokemon.
would go for the sushi
Polka
as
dollars.
being less expensive than the fucking pizza?
Also, yeah. Oh man, I can't get the pizza, so I'll just settle for this $3 sushi.
What?
What?
What do you mean? I'm fucking lost here, bro. Again, I think I'm going with this. Chinese trillionaire's child, right?
Maybe.
They have they've never had to actually worry about money.
Wait. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck?
Hmm?
Come on, use your
took
words.
the food from the back of his truck and put it onto the table. I gave him $2 as a sign of appreciation. Take this
Hold
drink.
on.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on a minute.
So why wouldn't you just go for the pizza?
Stop.
Wait.
Get ready for it. Take this drink, he said, placing the bottle on the counter. You'll need it. You sure? This drink is like $3. The school pays me for your food. It's fine.
So why wouldn't you just go to the pizza place?
They are on campus.
Right.
Food stands that the school pre-buys from.
So, okay.
I mean, if he had a meal plan, I could understand the school. I could understand someone accepting stuff from that, right? Come on, kid, give me the punch card.
Right, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
especially because the
wow.
ones at Champlain, it was just a debit card. That's all it was. It was just a debit card.
Honestly, I could actually kind of see. I could see that's. That's actually a good capitalism idea right there. Negotiating between the food stands, food trucks, and the school to add some sort of thing to their meal plans that gives the students a punch card for 12 meals from the food truck per semester or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like a standardized meal from the food truck. They're all valued of $6 or valued at $7, and it's a special meal available to the punch card students.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, fair enough.
you got the punch card. You can get the burger or the jumbo slice of pizza and the hot dog and a drink and fries.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And then that way the food trucks get a lot of income early on, and the students get not school food. But unfortunately, the one issue though is Sodexo runs a monopoly. So
yeah.
So here's my thing, right? This is really stupid.
Yeah, it's massively stupid. I don't. He's also super rich because he's at a boarding school. The author I'm talking about, not the character. The author is super rich because he's at a boarding school where he believes students live in apartments that have to pay for their own gas and power, but the school pays for food trucks to come on campus and feed the students for free.
Yeah, no, this is bullshit. I feel like this is a person who's never interacted with
But
a person. Or even a middle class person.
There's a reason I specifically said affluenza.
But he's tipping the sushi truck $2. Hey, college student tipping anyone. Bullshit.
Also, apparently that drink he has is just sweetened water.
College students are notoriously the worst tippers in existence.
I lived in Spinner Place, and I could not get any place except Domino's Papa John's.
Yeah,
Papa John's and Domino's were the only places that would deliver because everyone else had been stiffed to hell and back by the assholes in Spinner the previous year.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Yeah. So it
I'll be back in a
literally,
bit.
unless you've worked some fucking actual, what's the word I'm looking for? Service industry level job. Usually, if you're a college kid, you're not gonna temp at all. Like,
Oh,
or
yeah.
you're gonna tip shittily, or you're just gonna be an
But
asshole.
even if I would tip, because I actually I tip pretty generously usually.
I was gonna say
I tip
I
I
based on
would not
service, but
tip
I
a
try
food
to
truck.
do it.
I would never tip a food truck. Why? I especially would not tip a food truck that is being paid by the college to give me free food.
yeah.
I could see tipping a food truck if they're like super nice and I'm getting a free meal out of it, and I'm doing
I
good.
would tip a food truck in that scenario if like if the food was really above the bar, you know.
Yeah, so like there's a lot of factors that have to go into this, right? So
Right,
the food has to be really
so
great, the
many
service has to be really
qualifiers.
great.
Yeah.
I have to be pretty decent on money, right?
Right,
and
exactly.
I have to like
Know the
like,
guy.
yeah, well, if he's like super cool, like if he's legit just a like a stand up nice person, right? He gives me some bomb ass food. He fucking I'm doing good on money, and I'm feeling in the right mood. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, basically.
Or like if I was getting the meal for free and it was like decent food and they were nice, I could see myself tipping still. But like because it's free food.
We don't tip. We don't tip.
Yes, yes,
you-
yes. You live in a wonderful place where you don't have to deal with tipping. Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, like you aren't
No.
rewarded based on your service though.
Nah, we rewarded
That's pretty
people.
uncapitalistic
done.
of you.
Yeah.
No, it's more like people actually get paid enough.
Oh, shut up. Oh, you sound like a socialist.
Oh,
Ugh.
fucking
Hey,
socialist.
No,
look at us.
no,
We get a
no.
living wage.
Nah,
That
there's
sounds
actually no legally
disgusting.
mandated living wage.
You're
That's just, you know,
disgusting, Arn.
People actually make money here.
I don't know.
Yeah, you make your fucking elf money
Yep.
Fucking
when they
funny.
pay for
Oil
their
money.
fucking
Oh, dude,
tacos.
so the rumors, if
Yep.
anyone's ever curious, the rumors of Canadian money smelling like maple syrup is actually true. It does. Smell
Yeah,
like
no,
maple
I've heard
syrup.
that.
They do
Yeah, they
send
sent
it.
their fucking thing. They sent it
And
with the blood
American
of the
body smells like
engines
cocaine.
and maple syrup.
It does. Yes. That. Yeah.
Okay, but the government doesn't send it like that. It's just it's been through 16 or
Cocaine.
17 people and it ends up smelling like that.
Yeah. 16
Yeah.
or 17 engines that are murdered every day. If you send 10 cents a month to the ASPCA, you can in fact save an engine.
It tasted like sweet milk that was watered down. Okay, so first off,
fuck?
first off, watered down milk, disgusting. Second off,
Ugh.
sweet milk, disgusting. Milk is already sweet. Okay.
Who would? Ugh.
What the fuck? Why would you drink that?
That is.
This is okay. Listen. I was on board with
Why?
Sanchez's theory. I've got a new theory. This is an alien.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or like a machine learning type thing? Because this seems like a really good machine learning. Like, spit out this. And by really good, I mean, like, I don't know. Fuck. No. This is really weird. What the fuck?
So
I'm
blah,
so
blah,
lost.
Blah, blah. Here to recruit more students. I turned to a shiny Gardevoir. It was Miku. We're running short on players. What are you doing here? I thought of increasing my jump height. I'd be surprised you could withstand jumping.
I have been
Maybe I can kick some sense into you.
I have
been
summoned again.
I'll kick you. You should try the girl volleyball. You got better players. Blah blah blah. Fucking garbage dialogue. Blah 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 blah. Apparently, he's also making this fucking 8th grader cook dinner from him. And,
Yeah.
And they also have a dining hall. What the fuck?
Okay, what have I missed so far in this
They
story?
have an in-apartment suite for kitchen, but they also have a dining hall, and the school also pays for free food during lunchtime on the campus.
From
But they
food
don't.
trucks.
But they don't pay for bottles of water.
They also don't pay for electricity or gas, but they definitely pay for those free food trucks.
This makes no sense whatsoever.
Also, I have to say the most bomb-ass sport that Champlain ever hosted was rocket launcher dodgeball.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good.
I mean, as long as you could dodge.
It is exactly as it sounds like. Rocket launcher dodgeball. You literally every kid got a compressed air rocket launcher made out of PVC pipe and CO2 canisters. And you were given Nerf footballs to launch as ammo. And you had to dodge, and boy, did those things fucking hurt!
Oh.
I am back.
Oh, were you there when the one kid got nailed in the nuts?
Yes! Oh, dude, we played all night that, like, because they only came one time. But we played all night. We were the, it was the Backyard Kings or something like that.
Another thing?
The American Kings, that's what we were.
We was kings?
Yeah, that was literally the joke we were making, okay? And we
That's
ended
fucking
up in the
hilarious.
tournament, and we got all the way to the end of the tournament, and we had to fight the queens. We were just like, wow. We're about to manifest some destiny here.
We was kings.
Oh, God, that was a fun fucking night. Jesus Christ. Oh, rocket launcher dodgeball.
That's pretty fun.
Blah 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 blah. Senpai.
Holy shit, we're almost at the end.
Senpai.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm gonna fucking die inside. They're literally unironically using senpai in a Pokemon story.
Oh my god. I think this person is.
I'm just gonna go to bed. You guys have a good time. Fuck off.
Okay, good night.
We've killed him. We've killed him with the
I
cringe.
can't blame the man.
The cringe was too powerful. It said, "Fuck at you," and he died.
It's getting colder. I guess that's what you can expect from September.
What?
How oddly topical.
Where the fuck do you live that in September it's like cold?
Yeah, what's the fuck?
I was gonna say,
I'm sitting here sweating my balls off in September.
I was
What
gonna
the
say,
fuck are you doing?
the coldest it's gotten so far this September was it got down to 67.
Yeah, pretty much same up here. Yeah.
And that's because Sneaky and I live on lakes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
lowest
that's-
is 100 so far.
Yeah, meanwhile, Gray down in Texas is just like, oh, hey, it went down 1 degree. It must be winter.
Winter is coming. It goes down.
Guys,
1 degree.
it's not the surface of the sun this year.
It's like when the groundhog shoots his head out.
The average has been above 110 for the last month.
Jesus.
Holy shit. Imagine living in Texas or like Arizona.
There
or
is
like
a
New
reason
Mexico.
why I
Holy
don't go
shit.
below like New Jersey anymore.
Hey,
in terms
but
of
Gray,
living.
think of it this way: at least your state isn't on fire. At least your state doesn't have a
Yeah, it might
literal
be-
orange sky.
It might be being irradiated by the sun, but it isn't on fire.
At least you're not
The
waking
sun-
up to a nuclear winter sky.
You're
We're
right.
smart compared to them. We burn shit already.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
right?
that's fair.
I
Control
had
burning
a
is bad!
massive clap. I had a massive clap on Twitter on someone because they were like, "Oh, my friends are suffering right now because of this, and Orange Man bad." I'm like, maybe it's the fact that California has policies against clear burning. Just
As someone who lives in the prairie state, that's important.
as someone who lived in an area of a state known for its farms and forests called the
As someone
Pine
who's created a
Barrens.
wildfire, I'll tell you right now. What you want to do is not have dried brush laying around,
Yeah,
or
I
you
know,
will
right?
cause a forest fire. I didn't cause a forest fire. I called a field fire. So
Well,
My
it's even
cousins
worse.
took out a
Like,
piece of
it's one
glass
thing to ban burnings, but California actually goes a step further, and they actively prevent fires. Like, if a
So,
fire
like-
starts, they actively put it out instead of just letting it burn itself out.
So me and my cousin, I was like 5 years old, and me and all my older cousins took a giant piece of grass outside. It was like the top of a table, and we all took it outside, and we started.
And
a
committed
field
ritual
fire.
suicide?
No,
Oh.
we started a
Shame.
field fire and burned a whole bunch of shit.
No, I'm not surprised.
It's
It
just,
sounds
like,
like something you idiots would do.
what do you mean by you idiots, motherfucker?
I still remember the time we had a family gathering in which we made this giant bonfire, and we were running out of things to throw into the fire to keep it going. And
So you threw in your third sibling.
so we
Yeah, I was
all
gonna say,
we
he
got
threw
we
himself
got
in.
some scythes out, and we started cutting down the tall grass in the area. Only it happened to be poison poison oak. That's what it was. It was
Poison pine. That would be horrifying.
poison oak,
Pine,
Right?
and we
Holy
all started
fuck.
throwing it into
The
the
poison
fire.
pine cone.
And we were burning poisonous pine or poison oak.
Oh fuck!
Moron.
Wait, if you breathe that in, that must have been fucking horrible. Dude, lungs would itch so bad.
And
Oh, the chest would itch
the best
on the
part
inside.
about it is the wind was blowing towards the lake nearby. So all of the smoke was going out and coating this lake with a bunch of fucking canoers and shit in it.
Oh, poor
And
people.
we
I
never
feel
got hit
bad.
by it. And
Yo.
the next day comes around, and one of the adults is looking around, and he's like, what happened to this area over here? And we're like, oh, we cut it down for fire fuel last night. And he's like, this was the patch of poison oak.
Oh no.
And we're all
Those
just
poor
like,
people. Imagine you're on a lake and
oh,
you
well,
see,
it burned pretty good.
you see the smoke coming, right? And you're like, oh, someone must be doing a bonfire. That's so wholesome. You know, it's so happy to think about like family memories. You start breathing.
Oh no! Here's the problem, right? Based on the way poison oak works, like you'd be fine. You'd be like, that smoke smells kind of weird. But
Yeah,
it wouldn't be a
it'd
problem
it
until the
was slow
next day when you're
buildup,
like, wow,
Yeah.
everything itches.
yeah.
Also, having trouble breathing now because that went.
we
down your windpipe.
we actually ended up getting banned from that campsite.
Really?
No.
No fucking
not
way,
because
bro.
we burned the poison oak, coating the entire
boinged.
downwind of us in poisonous
At least
fumes.
it
No,
boinged.
that wasn't why we were banned from the campsite. We were actually banned from the campsite because we built a
For fun.
catapult and started launching pounds of balloons at people that were canoeing through the lake.
Fucking
What?
piece of shit.
Pounds of balloon?
Yeah, like, so we got these really tough rubber balloons that we then filled up to be multi-pound water balloons, and we loaded it into the catapult and fired.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And we
I was
fired it
fucking
at
lost.
the canoers, and we actually had marked on the tree range increments.
Jesus fucking Christ, you asshole.
Because we had someone go canoeing out. We had someone go canoeing out earlier so we could do ranging on them, so we
You are
knew exactly how far we needed to pull it back.
You know, I bet if you guys had just hid those marks, you wouldn't have been banned.
I'm pretty sure the catapult gave it away.
I'm just saying, like,
No,
in my head, like,
I'm talking about like if they were like, wow, these are just some kids who are great with a catapult. No, because you're premeditated.
I
Okay,
just
what-
in my mind, I'm seeing like artillery teams fucking doing what's it called?
Oh no, dude, we were fucking doing the drills. The adult guys, they were like shouting out, "Catapult 1, load!" The fucking
That's what-
kids
I'm
were the
literally thinking of
goddamn
fucking
ammo
artillery
lines.
teams going.
No, straight shit. The kids with the ammo lines, they were running to the various hose points around the park, filling them up, and
Child
running
soldiers.
back. And
Fucking
See,
child
like,
soldiers.
Here's the
my
thing, right?
fucking
We
God.
did that kind of stuff during the guys' camp out, but the guys' camp out was just a bunch of teenage
And
guys.
the best fucking part, though, of the whole thing was that we had full brush cover, so nobody knew who was doing it until all the women came back from canoeing on the lake, having been hit by water balloons, and then they saw our setup.
So if you just hadn't hit your own family members, you'd have been fine.
Yeah, probably.
Hold on, but why were they dumb enough to open their mouths? Like, I can understand being like, we are gonna beat your asses blue, but we want to come back here, so we're not gonna say anything.
Okay, it's A, it's my family. B, women.
Fair. No, I know plenty of women who'd be like, I'm just gonna beat you, but this is a really nice view, so I'm gonna do it quietly.
They're all Karens. No, they're all Karens. We also did have a very Mexican moment one time down up there, where
Just because your mother threatened you to flip flop does not make it Mexican.
No. You see, we had a truck.
Puro
And
troqueando, güey.
in the truck bed actually had a cover on it, so we piled like 16 people into the truck bed.
Bullshit. I've seen some white ass motherfuckers do that. Bullshit. I've seen some good old country boys riding down the street, all in their fucking back of the truck. That's some bullshit.
And then a police officer pulled us over because we were speeding down the road, and
Fucking idiot.
and we were like in the back of this truck, like all piled in. We're like fucking pushed the roof up. We're like, oh shit, the cops right there. And so someone just punched the truck flap down. I was like, go! And so we're all pouring out of this truck, sprinting away. And the cops like, what the fuck? Where are all these people coming from?
You're terrible, you pig.
Oh, we're terrible people. Anyway, the first chapter ends with the big reveal of a transfer student coming in the middle of the semester, and it just happens to be the girl he used to date.
The Gardevoir he used to date.
The Gardevoir he used to date back in 8th grade. Which actually, now that I say that, doesn't really make a lot of sense, because apparently this boarding school has 8th graders at it, which means that he was going to this boarding school when he was dating the Gardevoir. So, why is it a shock that she's here? Man, it make no fucking sense. This
I'm
author
done.
is
I can't.
all over the
I'm
fucking
fucking done.
place. Like, holy shit.
I'm out, boys.
I don't even know, man.
At least it's over.
Yeah, it's over. It's 9:07, which means it's time to say goodbye.
God will
Sayonara.
allow us to rest.
Farewell. But we will see you next time. Or else. Because, of course, there is always more. And it always gets worse.